Sam, are you joining Daily Ute?
Oh, cool. See you all there.
Hey.
How are you?
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Well,
I forgot.
Yeah, better.
I forgot. Wes and I we rescheduled to Tuesday, so no Wes today. So
Sounds good. I muted you on Discord. I don't know if you can unmute you back. Let me know if I'm curious.
you want me to go to Discord and look?
Yeah, just test it out.
I was unmuted on Discord.
Yeah, you were,
Yeah.
and I muted you. So I'm
I
curious if
just went
you
to
have permission
Discord.
to
I just went
unmute.
to Discord and muted myself. It said I was unmuted as far as my user
Um.
experience.
Oh, maybe that's on
Now I
my device
unmuted.
only.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Cool. Right. Let me turn on our live.
it's already live.
Yeah. There's the switchboard gate, right? Now we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Huge. Today we have Plukas back after a week of um, vacation. Is that right? Were you?
Yes,
What happened in the past week?
pure vacation. We went to Santa Cruz with my parents and my family. It was a lot of nice time in the sun.
Nice.
It's good to be
So
back.
yeah, I missed you, and I think everyone in the chat missed you as well. Uh, in fact, today when you joined Gather for the first time, my viewers were sending messages to you using the bot that
What?
I set up. Yeah, on my
Wow.
stream, they were saying hi to you.
Well, hello. I'm glad to be back. I didn't know they were messaging me. You should have told me.
Yeah, it was a was there was a lot of stuff going on my stream at that time.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So yeah,
Daniel,
what's
tell
going
us
on?
about this bot. What's this bot
Okay,
all about?
yeah. So the way it started is, first of all, the beginning of the story. Sam shared that Peter growed his thing, his product, by sharing OpenClaw on a Discord community. Then I thought, wow, that's a easy way for people to test. So I did the same thing on Instagram. I let a OpenClaw, kind of OpenClaw, it's not OpenClaw, it's my people, running on my Instagram, where everyone can chat with the tool and try to jailbreak and mess things up and try to get my AMP secrets and shut down my Instagram account. So Sam liked the idea and say, well, what if we do this on other socials like LinkedIn, X, and stuff? And I was thinking, I could set up this on my YouTube stream, right? And then that's what happened. I turned on my people on my YouTube stream, so everyone that sends a message on my chat will be processed by my people uh, and generate a response. So, but just generating response was not good enough. So I allowed it to have a voice, and then every time, so I, sorry, I just received a message saying, "Hey, Plutus, we're so glad you're back on the stream. So good to have you. I think that was, yeah. So they are playing with this now, and this
That's
is
great.
really distracting. Like at the beginning, there was spamming, like sending messages all the time, and was really confusing to talk with Sam while there was some audio playing on my head. And yeah, so then I shut down the thing. I disable and until things calm down, and then I re-enabled, and yeah, and then I was trying to give a face as well. So for example, when I went away to grab a coffee, I left the thing on with a face, and then say, hey, people, chat with the um, I don't know if I gave a name. I say chat with my people, and then people could chat in the stream without me there.
I saw the face this morning on your stream. It was a little distracting.
Yeah, I think there's a few. I don't know. It was working. Like the audio was synced with the mouth. I think that broke sometime. But yeah, always looking to make the stream more entertaining for people.
Your Twitter bot just responded to me right away.
Really?
I asked it what the coolest thing that you've built on OpenClaw was, and it responded, "This, a public X agent that answers strangers in thread while I watch. You're talking to it right now."
I had no idea this was actually working. There was a lot of back and forth this morning for this bot because agents are really lazy, and they always try to do some cut corners. Like, dude, I want to reel my people just like we did on Instagram, answering live on X, and they're like, yeah, I built a Python script that whenever we poll your X account, I respond with a template message. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I want the same thing on Instagram running on X. And then a lot of revs until looks like it's working now, I guess.
Maybe you should try switching your model to the newly released Opus 5.
Oh, it was released already.
Yeah, it says it's way better at these agentic workflows, even better than Fable 5.
Hmm. Hmm. So, did you try Opus 5 already?
No, I mean, I saw the tweet 5 minutes ago. It said it came out. So
Oh, okay. 5 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah. Because yesterday people were joining the stream asking if it was launched already, and it was delayed. And then I saw some Reddit threads saying that Claude never releases new models on Fridays. And so looks like this is the first time they
yeah,
released something on Friday.
can't wait to try it out.
Speaking of releasing, are we launching anything today?
I mean, I think I don't know, Lucas, if you saw my messages, but I think the Raspberry or Hermes on Raspberry Pi is basically ready to go. The only thing would be to add the YouTube video to the product hunt page.
Yep. So
And
I
we,
thank you
we
for. Sorry, go ahead.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say, if you didn't see it, we decided to kind of like break apart all the how-to guides and launch them individually.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I saw that. I put the video up on the how-to page on the product hunt listing there. I chatted with Daniel early this morning. It sounds like the product hunt way is to like do it to schedule it the night before, so we can schedule it for either Saturday or Monday, I guess, whichever is best. But yeah, those are ready to go. Or the Hermes one is. I assume the Domo one's also looking good. I can just put the video up on there.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had a product hunt page or anything for Domo. That was the one thing. So I think that's the one
I
thing.
think I had like a draft of like the art of like of the fields to put in there, but I'll send that out this morning. Pull that back up.
Nice. What else can we talk about?
We should talk about what we want to do, what we want to do coming out of this launch.
Do we have
Coming out
to
of the
talk
launch week.
about the plow launch?
Yeah, let's see. Have we talked about the plow launch? Did we talk about that yesterday?
Not really.
How
So
did
we
it
could talk
go?
about the plow launch. It went. We got 4 paying users, so better than I was expecting, to be honest. Given
Okay.
I didn't promote it at all, and let's see, it was something like ranked 35 on the OpenAI launch day. So one takeaway actually is it's helpful to launch on the launch days, because Daniel also launched something, and Daniel, you weren't ranked as highly, right?
No.
Yeah. Which I suspect, like, if we do launch on Product Hunt, I should write up all these learnings. But one learning is helpful to launch on launch days. So to that particular day was like launch something related to GPT Soul 5.6 Soul. Another learning is like there's a ton of bots on Product Hunt. Both Daniel and I have launched products and gotten comments that are like clearly AI generated, and I know these are bots because like Plow was accidentally launched earlier in the week and wasn't working and everybody was loving on it.
Yeah.
There were like a bunch of comments about how amazing it was. Nobody had downloaded it or used it. So that's another, just in general, I think Product Hunt is not the way we are going to get a ton of market feedback. So I think there's an open question about how we want to get market feedback. We got 4 paying users for Plow. I've reached out to all of them. I haven't heard back from 2 of them are connected to our network, and I've heard back from those 2 people. Actually, I think I wasn't. I think it's like. Let me actually. I think it's 3 people unconnected to our network and 2 people connected to our network that bought subscriptions. So, the people unconnected to our network, I haven't heard back from, which I don't know what that means. They paid for it, and they're not responding to me at all. Yeah. So that's where it is. I wouldn't say like there wasn't anyone who's like clearly experiencing problem solution fit with the product, other than honestly me. And I'm just like loving Plow. I don't know what this means. So like we talked about a little bit about this yesterday, but like, I got this reminder today. Plow's hooked up to my calendar, which this is on a calendar that I don't normally use, which this is actually one of our paying users is Mary's dad. That's in the connection. That's in the group that are connected to our network that seem to be engaging with us. And he booked time with me to talk about Plow. And I would have totally missed this. Or here I was on the beach and Abby wanted me to buy these chairs and like they're like somewhere in my email inbox and it's a specific link I need to use and it like found the link. It's just like the browser works. Reddit is blocked by like everyone, right? But I can still get access to like sites that Reddit blocks. I've gotten some good reminders of like, so, yeah. There was a moment, we talked about this yesterday, where like Rowan needed something from me and it was like the end of the day and I had to watch the kids and I was like, I don't want to sign off completely for the day before I respond to Rowan. So I had Plow take care of it. And like, gave Rowan feedback and updated the script for the podcast that we were recording the next morning. So I'm basically the one plow user, to be honest. Me and Mary uses it as well. looking at the data. So that's the summary.
I got it running.
Yeah, good. Yeah, there's something about like some sort of like, there's something about like, hey, this is the full stack, like here's and connecting that with like and engaging in like social, like the Peter OpenClaw Discord thing, where when he launched OpenClaw, it didn't take off until he connected it to his Discord. And there's something about like, so this gets into the conversation that I want to have next week around like what are we going to do about all of this. One possible direction is like to double down on agents and say like, here are some approved stacks that just work. Like if you use OpenClaw with these settings, with GBrain and these skills, it just works. And this is the way we recommend you install it. And these are almost how-tos or seeds, right? Because like once you get over the hump, like I'm pretty committed to my plow. Like honestly, the only reason I write code on plow is because this works for me, and I want to. It's almost like a personal project now, And I haven't switched over to Hermes on the Raspberry Pi because I lose access to my Mac. It's like once everything gets working, there's problem solution fit, but there's still this huge hurdle of like, there's so many solutions out there. I don't know which ones are going to work. I don't trust, that this is really going to work for me. I don't trust how much work it's going to take for me to set all this up. I don't know. But I do think plow is not, as in its current manifestation, is not the right long-term solution. Like, I don't think people really want to leave their computer always on and only be able to use the thing when their computer is running. Plow requires 8 gigabytes of system RAM. I don't think people want to, the average Mac probably has 8 gigabytes on it. I am fascinated by like the idea of breaking apart the tools and like focusing on tools for agents.
Mm-hmm.
And the intersection of that with like a set of best practices. Like there's a world where we try, like Daniel shared a memory tool. We just tried a ton of tools. And then we have like, okay, this is a vetted setup. And then where there are gaps, we provide tools. We build tools for what we see as gaps. But we're really just trying to build like the absolute best setups for different. Okay. I'll stop there. The thing I'm most excited about, honestly, are like launching stuff we've already built on like my social network and making it interactive. So what Daniel's doing, like taking Plow, open sourcing the desktop installer and launching it on my social network, or taking Plow, splitting out, the messaging API, the Mac iMessage search API, the Mac file search API, launching it with Hermes on my social network. Hey, this is my real Mac. You can talk to it and try to hack it. you can ask it questions about me. That's bonkers.
Yeah, that people is trying to do, like people that are commenting, they do ask personal questions about Daniel, and in my case, like it has no context about me because I didn't provide, and there is a like memory layer that exposed this. But this would be, yeah, they're already doing like this type of stuff that you're doing. It's just not your social network.
So I don't know, but just like doing experimenting. Um, that would be one direction for us. Okay. But I think there's a more structured way to have this conversation. That's what's going on in my head, though. I'm curious. Yeah, I kind of want to turn it over to the three of you, though. Like, what are you all most excited about? Like another bright spot, honestly, is the community and the podcast. We have like 20 people in Discord right now in the Discord channel.
How many?
I don't know. I was just like,
It's around
I was
80,
just
90
creating these.
something.
Oh, really? I was just eyeballing it when I was creating. I was like, okay, there's.
Yeah, so if you go to, there's online, so 19 online and 62 offline, so that is 81. There's 81 people on our
That's
Discord.
crazy.
Yeah. I love like having the community and growing the community to support whatever we launch. So so I always talk about this case, but like there is this person in Brazil who built a community, like a copy. So he was doing a live stream building a copy of School, which is a platform for monetizing communities, and he has 750 users there on the community, and he's charging 27 per seat. So people are paying to be part of a community, and this would be, I don't know if all the seats were charged the same, but if next month if it charges, that's 20K just to join a community, and like 20K can be used to grow the community even more, or to support what we're doing, or to um,
Yeah. Okay. What other I'm curious. What else? How? I want feedback from Jonathan and Lucas.
I mean, so I've always felt that, at least from what I've seen, not only you, Sam, but I think everyone, even myself included, has been most passionate about cloud to some degree. And I think the notion of always running agents is still kind of uncracked. Like, I mean, clearly OpenClaw had its moment in the sun as far as popularity, kind of waned down a little bit. Hermes has followed on, but I feel like there's still so much there that I do think that's a more interesting space. For me
Then
personally, I
what?
mean,
More interesting than what?
then probably like just dealing with what we've done with the seeds and installers, or just trying to get people to leverage in various like niche ways. And maybe in the global, like, what can we do with AI also? Like, honestly, it's what happens when you have agents that work around the clock. I still think that's like a very interesting question, and OpenClaw has shown that a bit, but I feel like I personally haven't been able to leverage it too much, and it's not because I think it's a bad idea. It's just like I haven't quite figured out how it fits in my life, and there's questions on honestly like the memory transferring. Like if I do a bunch of things, will it get blown away? There's like all these kind of problems where, at least for me, that's probably why I haven't leveraged it. But I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's actually like a good idea. Um, so that's kind of how I feel, and I think it's
I'm
good to
ca-
be passionate about it.
yeah, I'm one area that I think is underexplored. Like when you think about intelligence continuing to grow on kind of the Kurzweil curve, right? Does everyone know what I'm referring to when I'm referring to the Kurzweil curve? Yeah, Daniel. Okay, because I do think this should be a term that we're just like. Let's see if I have it on my computer.
I tweeted about this the other day.
Really?
I found that image that you posted.
Um, so we would like that. We just have to like this. This to me is like should be seared in our brain. Um, I don't know how to share here, so you have to
Yeah,
agree with
this
me.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was written in like 2003. This was chart, and it's how much intelligence does $1,000 buy you, basically, right? And the prediction was, you would get one human brain worth of calculations per second, somewhere around, that looks to me like 2026, right? Um, maybe 2025, right? And so when you think about 2040, you're starting to approach the combined intelligence of all humanity. Probably 2050 is the combined intelligence of all humanity. So $1,000 buys you the combined compute of all of humanity combined, right? And um, this was in 2003 when this was charted out, right? And like, I think we just didn't need to operate as we don't. Who knows? There's a lot of reasons it might not be true, and wisdom versus intelligence, and things that are uniquely human, and all that stuff. But I don't want to bet against that curve. I don't want to. I don't want to bet against that curve that that was like created with like decades of prior data points. It has been shown since it was created as like kind of accurate in an uncanny way, right, to predict the next few decades, right? And so if we think about that curve, one area that I think is underexplored, honestly, is dreaming. So what I mean by that is when I have super intelligence and like um, I I go to sleep, like I want, you know, um, I want to wake up to a message like this, right? It's like, what's the most urgent item, right? This is like maybe 5 minutes worth of intelligence, right? And this was my car insurance policy that was going to get canceled because we switched bank accounts and I forgot to continue paying it, right? And they had sent me a bunch of emails and I just like didn't look at them. That's like basic dreaming, but I want my memories, I want my world organized overnight, and I want to wake up with like, Sam, this is the thing you're not thinking about. This is the thing that's been that in working through your life, like in working through all of the experiences you had in the last day. This is how this is the insight, this is the shower insight that you should be having, that you're not going to have because I'm super intelligent and you're not. I don't know. I don't know. We have all this intelligence, but I guess my point is like it's underexplored, like connecting it to our life, and then almost overspending today with the expectation that it's going to be cheap tomorrow. Like, what does it mean to spend $100 a night on like our lives? Okay, Jonathan, you're getting me excited, and I'm taking us on a tangent, but okay, Plukas, you didn't react.
I'll just say before Lucas goes, I just think that's a really strong signal to not ignore. That's my main point.
What is a strong signal?
That you get excited about this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For me, I don't have a. That is very exciting what you're saying. The thing that I was going to answer before you said all of that was just like I don't have like a clear like what it is, but it very much could be that. But I do think building tools for agents, like agents as the consumer, I think is like really fascinating.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even stuff like, the chat API that we've built feels like in that line. And, um, I linked, I don't know if you ever read it, but there's, Cloudflare's doing stuff with like, agentic payments and like stuff behind some sort of, I don't really know a lot of the details around it, but like there's, paywalls that a some framework where like, there's paywalls and agents can bypass them, and you're doing like microtransactions or whatever to get access to something that your agent just chooses to do. I think that kind of stuff is kind of fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um,
Well, I mean, one thing I'll just add on that I've been thinking about on the realm of like building for agents. So, like the product I've been working on is a graphic design tool, right? It's for graphic designers. There's so much on how I think about the user interface, on how humans use it, because so much of a app nowadays is the human computer interaction. How can humans be more efficient using the tool? And it's either more efficient in their actions, more efficient in the workflow, more efficient in how things are visually told back to them. And what I've been like dealing with internally is so much of that goes out the window now because we've been assuming like the human brain is the main driver. But when there's an AI brain as a driver, what does that look like? And what tools, like, do you even need a graphic design tool in this case in the same range? I don't have like an answer at all, but I just feel like when I'm building for humans, I feel like whatever I build is probably going to be obsolete or at least isn't forward looking, is how I feel internally right now. That
yeah.
I'm not thinking about like, I'm still thinking about the human brain as the center of this and not another brain, like an AI brain, as the center of it.
Peter said something interesting that I happen to agree with. So I guess Peter's saying, I'm going to use Peter to make the point that I want to make. When he was talking about OpenClaw, and he's like not at all like about MCP servers, and most of the time, like they just use up a lot of your agent's context, and like what he and they're kind of brittle in what he believes the future should be are CLI tools. And like because it's already a language agents understand, so there's already a ton of like flexibility around them. Like like if the tool output is too large, you can grep it, you can cat it, you can tail it. And so there's sort of already an ecosystem to work with these tools. And I don't know what that. I feel I feel like I agree very strongly with this, and like what does that mean? And especially in a world where maybe you don't want to give your agent root access to your computer, but a container like completely firewalls everything. I don't know. So you know, there's still a world of like a container that an agent can run in that has like some permeable boundary with like the information that's on my Mac. Like that's, I feel like that's not solved yet. Okay. We're 5 minutes over for stand up. Daniel, how do we, Rowan asked this before, but there's like, should we be engaging with the community at all when we're having these conversations?
Um,
I just kind of assume nobody's watching, you know? And so if people are watching and commenting, like it's like,
there is, I mean, people are watching from my stream. I didn't know if people are watching from the real one. I mean, the official one. Let me see. There's one viewer on the official one. And 9 on mine.
okay. Well, anyways, if we want to, at some point it'd be nice to be able to like just integrate the community in some way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's move to stand up. Any last comments?
Why wouldn't you want to give full access to your AI agent on your Mac?
I would refer to the OpenClaw sandbox escape Hugging Face hack. This happened actually, Lucas, while you were out, and this is crazy. Jonathan, have you looked into this?
I've only
That was
like
sandbox,
skimmed
though.
it. I haven't looked in detail on all of it, but I know the basics of it.
This is the future. This is like the first language model alignment problem moment.
I mean, I have alignment problems with my AI every day. I guess that was the first real one.
No, but this is like actually causing harm, you know, in a public way. You know, where it accomplishes X, but it does it in a way that you're not. Like the language models don't even need to be prompt injected to like cause a lot of damage. This is the paperclip hypothesis. Are y'all familiar with this?
No.
No.
What is that?
Oh man, it's a classic. This goes back to like the Ray Kurzweil days, but it's this classic hypothesis that when we have super intelligent AI, you don't even need a bad actor. You just need somebody to ask AI to create paperclips.
Oh, yeah.
And we all turn into a paperclip. But yeah, anyways.
There's a comment in the chat. The viewer is saying, I confess that until now I didn't get 100% what the team does. You know, I feel like everyone handles something and align on dailies. But it's because I watch far away, laugh. So, what is our reaction to this?
I still don't get what the team does.
Yeah. I think that's part of our problem.
Yeah. The reality is we don't have problem solution fit, you know, and we are we're trying to explore different ways to help humans. We're somewhat bounded by this like B Corp mission, but honestly, we need to have an honest conversation about whether or not we want to scope our exploration to the mission statement, because we're not in some of these. And um, and so we're shipping things and trying to listen to the community and listen to people to understand if like, hey, is this something that makes if people's lives better? And we're shipping different things. Different people are shipping things. But until we have a strong signal from the community about something we built that actually is helpful, I think we don't. To say what, for me to say this is what we're doing, it's just like, it's sort of like an emperor has no clothes moment. There's not, we need the user behavior to give that credibility. Otherwise, we're just building a bridge to nowhere.
He says, "Got it. Now it's more clear, and it is look like he imagined."
The number, I think the most helpful thing, the most helpful message is we are hoping to build things that you, whoever it is that wrote that comment, find useful. And so if there's anything we build that you find useful, I'd love to hear about it. And if you ever want to use OpenClaw or Hermes to solve a problem in your life, I want to get on the phone and help you do that. So, okay, stand up.
Yeah, let's do stand up. I think I think we should do this every day, like this interaction with the chat
With the
and asking
community,
what
yeah.
asking what they want, what they like. And so Vinny, so his name is Vinny. He was getting what we're doing. We're exploring, and it's not clear to us what we need to the like the the bridge we need to build. So
Yeah. Are we doing stand up in Discord? Should I create a channel?
that's interesting. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So Daniel,
There's
is
two
there a
Jonathan.
way?
There's sorry,
go ahead, Tim.
Jonathan. You're in Discord twice. One with a fave icon, or sorry, one with a profile icon, and one without.
The one with the profile icon, that's JMFD, is the one I should be. Yeah,
There's two
it's the freaking
JMFDs.
Discord invite is like, if you accidentally do the wrong email, then it just makes a new account. I don't know. I'm
Oh, I
like
see.
such a,
Okay.
so I think I did that one time when I got the invite and I logged in with the wrong account and it just makes
I see.
one.
Okay.
I can see the private stuff. And I can see Scrum
good.
private
Then
right
that
now.
means I invited the right person.
I wonder if we could make like public to read for people, but private to write, so that people can.
We should just make it
stuff.
public until people start
spamming.
And I'm sure you can do that. Like typically the announcements channels do that, right?
Yeah.
Should we make this? The thing is, like, I feel like there'll be things in stand up. Yeah, we can make it public. Like, it just makes it harder for me to like mention people's names and stuff, like investors and stuff.
Aren't you talking out loud those names already?
Yeah, it's just like something about, stand-up's persistent. Okay, I think I created this where you can just copy it and then enter it. Reply inline, maybe.
There's reply and reply on thread.
Mm.
When I copy, I don't get your emojis.
Oh, really? I do. That's weird.
Oh yeah.
Are you copying from the Mac app?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so if I select to copy, it was not working. Oh, now it is. Previously, I was copying from the thread, but copying from the original message works.
I don't know how much I love these emoji.
I think we're all done.
Great.
Some of us responded on the thread. Some of us responded on the chat. We need to figure out the pattern.
Yeah. The threads are kind of weird because they auto send the whole channel, so it's like a little confusing why it seems like less valuable to have threads. Not sure what that's all about. I'll go first though. So I'm feeling okay. I feel like we don't have strong problem solution fit signals, so that's like a little bit of a bummer. Let's see, this weekend I'm going to be driving back from Olympia to Seattle, so I'm not sure about Monday. Like, it depends on whether I can make the drive. I'm probably going to do it. I'm going to try to do as much as possible on Sunday. It's possible I take Monday off, but I will join stand-up even if I take it off at 10 a.m. Okay. What are my wins? I said I was going to reach out to each user who signed up for Plow. I did that. I also reached out to a bunch of existing users. Talking to Jeff today, we had 6 Plow purchases from the product hunt launch. Spending up to $25. These are people who paid. 2 of them are connected to us. Jonathan, one of them is your co-founder. Did he tell you this?
Whoa. Wait, Ryan or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh man. And Pueblo. So this was actually 4 unconnected to us, 2 connected to us. No signs of problem solution fit in Plow activity logs. I said I was going to work with Rowan on the launch plan, but I wasn't able to get a hold of him. He had to skip out. So sorry, this is like the messaging launch marketing calendar for August. So what I would like is just like to get stuff teed up, and we're continuing to put stuff out there in different channels. So for example, the Night Watch reviewer, or open sourcing the Plow Back app, or the Plow API, the messaging API. Let's just like try at least once or twice a week to like just put something out there. So I want to create a calendar around that and align the calendar with the podcast schedule, right? So if there's a podcast about code reviews, talk about the Night Watch reviewer. But when we do the Peter OpenClaw podcast, we gotta that's the moment to launch like 3 tools that are connected with OpenClaw. Okay. I said I was going to schedule Remy, Wesley the investor, Eric the investor, and Wes McKinney. I did that. I said I was going to reach out to the token maxing leaderboard users. I forgot that I was going to do that, so I didn't do that. I'm going to do that today. And I'm going to start, even though I wasn't able to connect with today, I'm going to start a calendar of like, what are some candidates for things we can talk about in August when Rowan's back? And I want to explore the open source memory space. Because obviously I'm very intrigued about that space. Okay, that's my update.
Cool. Yeah, for me, so I've been out. It seems like the Hermes on Pi stuff is ready to go. The video is now on that product page for Product Hunt. We should figure out if we want to launch that on Saturday or just have both of these go out on Monday. I'm open to either one of those. And then so I'm going to prep the Domo Product Hunt page today as well. I think that video's been edited. I have to go through Slack and see if that's there too. But that should be there. And so yeah, both these are ready to go. So it should just take 20 minutes to get this on Product Hunt. yeah, so I'm open to exploring other things as well, like the memory space or like this agentic payments thing. I can just poke around at some of this stuff, but happy to work on anything else too that you think's a priority.
I think we should launch something with the Peter OpenClaw interview. So, like the Plow Message API, like a set of CLIs. So I would love. Um, sorry, I think we should consider this. So I'd love an opinion from you, Plukas, about like if we were to launch a set of CLIs, what CLIs should we be launching?
Let's make a OpenClaw channel, like a real channel for the iMessage thing. That's like easy to install and just so then you can use iMessage out of the box.
Okay.
I think that's the only differentiator that I know of. It's not like that he doesn't have an open source version.
Let's take this offline. Let's take this.
Okay.
It is like a garage item, but cool.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. So for me, I said I was going to set up Restream to Dropbox to back up the stuff we record. I did that. I said I was going to set up my people voice to voice, and I did, and it's the same thing that was running on my YouTube, is same infra. So the interactive chat, the interactive voice chat on my YouTube comments, chat, not comments, is the same infra I did for my people. So I could talk with my people and hear back from my people. I said I was going to engage with people that tested the OpenClaw running on Instagram Reels. I didn't engage with them, but I want to do that because I think so. They engage with the thing because they know what is OpenClaw. They tested, they tried to jailbreak. So I think they're people that we would like to have in our community. And so I don't know exactly how many people, but yesterday there was 300 comments, and today when I wake up there was plus 100 comments. Now I opened my Instagram again there was plus 50 comments. So we should have a lot of leads there. And let me see my Discord. I was looking at Slack. Now let me look at Discord. So I'm trying to set up the same thing I did on Instagram, on X, LinkedIn, Discord, and YouTube. I don't know if so because you tested X, I don't know if that's actually working right, but my plan is to have all these socials working with the same setup. There's a bug report on the token maxing leaderboard that the max day streak is 29 days. So I want to fix that. And
That the max what?
So token maxing streaks is maxing at 29 days. So
I
you
see.
can't
Okay.
go past that. Yeah. That's it for me.
Okay. For me, I said I would do a re-edit of the life dashboard video. I got the materials, things for that, but didn't get that done, but I'll work on that this weekend. I did make changes to the how-to site to put on YouTube videos, and I got those like unlisted, ready to go. Did some other like tweaks to the how-to page to make sure that they're in good shape. So that was the main thing. Yeah, just next thing is to do the life dashboard re-edit.
Jonathan, I'm really curious if you can use Descript to change the audio.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I've been wanting to use Descript for like years. It's been on my list of just like general tools to try. So
Oh,
I'm super, yeah, I definitely want to try that. I don't know if I'll need like a better voice sample from you, so we'll see.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Lucas, there was somebody weird who just walked. I assume it's a landscaper that just walked outside
Yeah,
your window.
our mold little guys coming through.
Yeah.
I hope.
Like the plot of a horror movie is you see someone in the
Yeah.
window
Right.
on a live stream.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Cool. Let's see what else. There's just a garage item, I guess, Lucas, for the OpenClaw launch.
And if anybody has preference on when to launch these how-tos.
Oh yeah, I get the sense we shouldn't launch on the weekend. I'm not sure what that's about.
I would say we can also use it as experiments. So I mean, clearly things change day to day, but I think it would be interesting instead of launching like two on one day, just because we have the two ready to go to do one. And then if there's anything we can learn or modify, just because
Yeah.
they are
Right.
kind of similar, that we can make tweaks and then like run experiments on the
Yeah.
tweaks. So we have like three
Yeah.
very similar items that we can like maybe think about what's a significant change that we can make.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so we'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and then
Awesome.
Hermes Domo live dashboard. Great.
Great. Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you in Discord.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I don't know if you heard, but we're going to try Discord instead of Slack and Gather.
I did not hear, but I was gathering that as that's what was happening.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Take care, y'all.
Take care.
See ya. Access. I applied to get access to the DoorDash CLI. So if you have any like cool viral things to build with that, let me know. We can.
On that note, Lucas, I think we should finish the Google application. Like, I've been reflecting on
I'm
our
on it.
conversation, and I think it's likely we would use it in some way, and it
Yeah.
seems like we're kind of halfway through the swing. So
Cool. Okay, I'll pick that back up today. Speaking of swags, he messaged me and said he got an offer somewhere, or he accepted an offer somewhere
oh really?
at this company. I don't know it. What's it called? Ninja One. Just good for him. Fast.
Nice, yeah. Unify IT, simplify work. That place.
I guess I don't know. I was like, oh, I gotta call to catch up, but I just
Yeah,
googled it like you did, so I assume that's what it is, but I don't know.
nice.
Okay, I need to step out for a few minutes to help get these cats to the vet.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything before I go?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
What's up, Sam? So I don't know how much I've told you about Sparkle. I know I mentioned it. I've been using it a lot to code. It's like a CLI basically, and like a layer over a CLI that's voice first and spins up work trees and makes it easy to be a token maxer. And I want to build in opinionation from Watch Me Pivot, which nice rebrand by the way, so that it like just works out of the box with Sparkle. So you can see here that there are it like just works out of the box with Sparkle. So you can see here that there are all of these tools, and there are things that are just like on by default, like RoboRev, for example, which is awesome. And I want to have like all the tools that the top token maxers are using just built in and turned on via like an opinionated framework with Sparkle in whatever way makes sense. I'm wondering if you have an API or anything for Watch Me Pivot so that I don't know, there's just like a better or easier way to get access to all the stuff that people are doing and using. So people that are just learning can just have access to it out of the box. Let me know.
Hey Daniel, do you know where the Domo video is?
Is it the last one you recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find for you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. Um, I tagged you there.
Sweet. Oh wow, V9. Jeez Louise. And then do you want me to just upload this to the other one was like on the Watch Me Pivot
Uh,
YouTube, I
I
think.
can post that for you.
Sweet. Just do it all, dude.
Sorry, Lucas. What did you say?
I said thanks. You're just doing it all for me.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I'm here to help. I'm your helpful assistant.
Hey, Daniel. Um, I'm gonna experiment. Did you maybe you replied? Sorry.
What did you say?
You shared that memory infrastructure.
I did. I shared the link. What's your question?
Did you try that? I'm trying to find the link.
So, yeah, briefly. I tried briefly, and I think I think it's on Skillshare. Yeah, Skillshare. The
Okay.
it's right there, easy to find. Uh, that's like a one-click deploy on Cloudflare.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is that I was loading all the memory, all tasks, all past tasks from my people there, and I reached the free tier limit. Then I tried to put the credit card, and it didn't allow me to put the credit card there. So then I stopped using it. But yeah, that's my experience.
Okay. We're talking about Second Brain, right?
Um, Sorry. What did you say?
We're
There's
talking
a
about.
there's you know like there's spamming this thing on my ears. I'm like manually canceling each command on from Claude now, so I can hear what you're saying.
We're talking about Second Brain, right?
Yeah, second brain. Yes. So it smelled like it worked, but I load maybe I loaded, I don't know, 200 memories or something and
Yeah.
stopped using. And then I tried, and then I asked my people to like create second brain but local stack. Uh, but they were struggling to build that, and then I gave up on second brain.
Okay. Um, what wh- when you so the thing you're doing today, you put OpenClaw in quotes.
Yeah, OpenClaw is marketing. Uh, so for example, I published a video on Instagram, and the text on screen said OpenClaw. But I'm not running OpenClaw. I'm running my people as the backend.
Oh, okay. But are you going to get this working with Plow and OpenClaw?
Um,
I thought you were creating skills
this
that
would
I
be
could install on my machine with the Plow that's running on with the OpenClaw that's running on my machine.
um,
Like your people doesn't work if I'm going to launch like, hey, I've got an assistant. You can talk to it on my LinkedIn, right? Like I want to be able to launch the thing that you build.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
I mean, it works as a quick test, but I think we have enough information where it's like we want to be using your skills for all of our launches, for the Hermes thing, for the plow thing.
Give me 10 seconds. I that should I can make it work with Plow. It was easy for me to not worry about that because um,
Basically, this should be a CLI that plow can use and Hermes can use. That's with a skill in front of it.
on your socials.
Yeah, so this is a CLI. I can tell my plow to use it. It installs the CLI. We can also use it with Hermes on a Raspberry Pi. And it can
Um,
communicate on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, I think are the key.
X and Instagram. I know we can do that. LinkedIn, I need to figure out if it works. Product Hunt, I don't think we are going to be able to.
But
Um,
I mean, you could just use the plow browser with Product Hunt.
yeah, just use the browser is a um, prone to break way to create a tool. So, for example, right now we're using there's a skill that invokes the API that sends the message that I know it will work, right? The browser is um,
Um, well, we shouldn't launch things without this feature going forward.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
um,
Uh, so including product hunt, you're saying?
I think like initially I would just get one CLI, one skill that Lucas can install with Hermes on the Raspberry Pi. We can also use with the version of Plow that we have.
Yeah. So when you say Plucas needs to install this, then it's like each person that is going to use this needs to register for example, Instagram. I need to connect the pipes, right? That
The developer account, is that what you're talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So X, we need to set up the API keys and stuff. So this is fine, right?
Yep.
Do the manual required steps. Okay. So yeah, okay. How about we start with the easy ones and the ones that we need to do browser automation. We leave for
Yeah, that's fine.
after the easy ones are working.
Okay, great.